All right, y'all, we're officially at that point in the year where I need two phones to record these backyard vlogs. One on the tripod actually recording, and then my old crappy Android here to act as a flashlight now. Before we get too far into this, let me scan my environment for a minute just to make sure there's no rabid animals or anything that's gonna come out, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, usually I record these about 7 in the morning. We do have daylight savings happening here relatively soon, so that'll help for when I do these videos, obviously, because normally the sun will be way up by now. But yeah, we got that Lion King sunrise. Whatever they say there. But anyway, yeah, so this is just a follow-up to that one video I made, what was it, like a week or two ago at this point? Making sure there's nothing back here, called Self-Isolation, where I was essentially just talking about how after the Black Ops 7 beta, I ended up getting really depressed. And like, it was kind of like a funny circumstance, like, oh man, Black Ops 7 brought me so much happiness, and then when they took it away, when the beta ended, I fell into a deep, dark depression. Like, obviously I'm just kidding here about that, but the timing was just funny. But no, so I've done some reflecting, and I've done some work on myself since I made that video. Sorry, it's one of those days. Apparently I'm having trouble holding this tripod correctly. Hold it up a little bit more so it's not at such a bad angle. But I've done a little bit of work on myself since I've made that video, and also I just really wanted to say thank you guys for all the love and support on that video. Dang, it's a little chilly out here, man. It's like 60 degrees. I mean, it's not like cold or anything. It's just I'm not used to this breeze, man. It feels amazing. I love it. It feels so good. Reminds me of like Pennsylvania, man. I miss that Pennsylvania weather, and that's what it feels like right now. But no, seriously, I really do appreciate all the love and support on that video. You know, I read through all the comments and I replied to all of them, and I think a few people replied to my reply, so I still got to go back and look at those. But I really do appreciate it. You guys really don't understand how much all the kind words and support really do mean to me. I know. It's probably one of those things where people see my content and they always see me saying like, oh, thank you guys so much for this, and this, and they probably think it's just like a PR thing or just me like saving face or whatever. But no, when I say this stuff, I genuinely do mean it. I'm just one guy running this show here, you know what I mean? It's literally just me. I do all the recording, I do all the streaming, I do all the editing, I do all the thumbnails, I do all the marketing, I do all the brand deals, I handle all the sponsors, I handle all the scams and the simps and the stalkers. I handle everything. It's just me here. So and none of this, what I do here wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for all of you. So when I say thank you, I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. Literally, all of this could fall apart in an hour if everybody would suddenly decide to stop watching. Like, literally, like, it's that simple. Oh man, we're watching the sunrise in real time. You see that? Like, it's coming up even more. Mufasa. I said that like Arnold. I don't want to say his last name. I always mess up Arnold's last name, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm not risking that today. Get to Mufasa. No. Anyway. So yeah. But anyway, as you can see, I am smiling a little bit more, and yeah, I'm sorry. My vision was tricking me out. I always get really paranoid in the dark. I thought that toy tractor over there was moving, but no, it's fine. I get so paranoid. I think it's because I'm also sleep deprived. Is there a link between paranoia and sleep deprivation? Because I didn't sleep good last night, so I felt really paranoid all morning. Like, something's coming from the woods. But I don't know. It's like also Halloween time, so maybe it's just that. Maybe there's like ghosts roaming around. Anyway, yeah, gotta get back on topic, man. Gosh, I'm doing so much ramble bamble. Yeah, it's getting a little bit easier to smile, and I know I'm dragging this out, not intentionally, but because of my rambling problems. But anyway, as the title of the video suggested, I finally found the true key to happiness, or I finally found my happiness. And it's a combination of things. But it's being more selective with my energy, and also getting off of the internet. Oh my God. You guys don't understand. Getting off of the internet has done so many wonders for my mental health. I'm not on Twitter. Like obviously my accounts are still active and I still post when I post new videos, but I haven't been like reading things on Twitter. I haven't been doom scrolling Instagram. I haven't been on TikTok. I haven't been on YouTube Short. I haven't been on YouTube at all. You want to know my YouTube? Actually, no. You know what? I'm going to prove it to you guys. I'm going to prove that I'm like being dead serious about like just how little I've been doing the last couple days in terms of watching things. Okay, so this is kind of embarrassing. I'm going to show you guys some of my YouTube history right now. I have to fall asleep to this like I don't even know what you call it, like frequency music every night because I have PTSD, so I can't really sleep on my own. But can you guys see it there? Okay, so this is my actual account, like my own thing. Let's see, fall asleep immediately, Paramore intro. Oh, okay, so the other night, I'll actually show you guys this. I watched the entire, this concert Paramore did in Nashville in 2009. I watched the entire concert. Somebody put up a playlist. I watched that entire thing that one night. That was amazing. I turned out my lights, put my headphones on, and you know, it was really cool. Okay, so then more of the fall asleep thing. That day I literally just watched the dev talk for Black Ops 7. There's that. Oh, this was yesterday. Yeah, I had to look up a thing on how to restring a guitar because it had been a while since I've done it, and I was like, what the heck am I doing wrong here? Because the one my low D, well, for me it's low D because I have my guitar in drop D for the album I'm making, but you know, like the low E string, it popped, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, what did I do wrong? And I literally, all I forgot to do was give the string a little bit of slack, you know, because like when you feed it through the tuner, you're supposed to like feed it through, pull it tight, but then pull it back a little bit. I forgot to pull it tight, so of course it snaps. But yeah, that was yesterday. More Paramore, and then fall asleep immediately. And just going back through my history here, I mean, we're going back to Sunday at this point. More Paramore, Friday, more dev talk stuff, and like it's just like, it's literally just been that simple. I haven't been on YouTube or anything. No shorts. I'm literally just on there to watch music stuff. Like let me tell you guys something. Social media is so interactive to what you do, and I'm slowly realizing that. YouTube, man, I used to have so much garbage on my feed, dude. I get on there, there's just all this controversial garbage, all of this, like, I don't even know, like rage baiting, clickbaiting, super dramatic, like just stupid garbage nonsense, just slop content. Oh, I just tripped over a stick. That hurt. It was like a big stick. Look at that. That's the size of the stick. That's the, like, I tripped over a tree, bro. That hurted. But dude, there's so much garbage on YouTube nowadays, man. It's just terrible. So I started just listening to music. I've literally, like, nothing has changed since my last video, by the way. I've literally only been listening to Paramore for like the last 2 weeks. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, of all time, I would say Slipknot's still my favorite band, but Paramore, like, I used to listen to them a bit, but like, I just recently, I went like all in listening to like their whole discography and everything. And dude, I'm telling you, Paramore, their music like speaks to my heart and my soul in a way that nothing else ever has and never will. Like, it's so good. But literally, like, that's all I've been on the internet for, really. And my social media feed, it adapted to it. You want to know what happens when I open YouTube now? Literally just that. The only other thing that pops up is like Call of Duty related stuff for like the official channels, like the dev talks and whatnot. But that's it, and it's amazing. But yeah, where was I going with this? So yeah, you know, just really being more selective with my energy, getting off of the internet, not doom scrolling. You know, I've still been keeping in touch with people. Like, I've been texting people a little bit more, but it's really only been like a handful of people. I text on my Discord server. I text Double T Game Hustle and Maddie. Sorry, I was trying to think of like what name to use for everybody, because everybody has like multiple names. You have your online names, their real names, but really that's basically the extent of it. You know, I haven't been doing a whole lot else beyond all that, and even then, you know, it takes me a while to get back to people lately. But besides that, you know, I've still been online in the sense that, you know, I'm gaming and whatnot, because, you know, it's easy to say like, oh, just stay off of the internet, but you know, it's not really easy to just stay off of the internet when a lot of my hobbies and things I like to do kind of revolve around the internet. Like, literally making YouTube videos is like on the internet. But oh wait, can I? Okay, we can get rid of the light now. See, that's crazy. The sun came up in like what, 8 minutes, 9 minutes? I did not know sunrises were that fast. That's some Minecraft timing right there, dude. Put my phone back in my pocket. That's crazy. It feels weird having a phone in my pocket. I haven't had to like walk around with a phone in my pocket in a while because I haven't left my house since 2024. But where was I going with this? Oh, I was going somewhere with that. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? What in the universe was I even talking about? Something about being selective with my energy. Oh yeah, so a lot of the things I like to do, obviously, like making these YouTube videos involve being on the internet, playing video games involve being on the internet, etc. But just getting out of the noise, getting out of the echo chamber, not interacting with all that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I also stopped looking at my YouTube analytics. Like, I don't look at views or anything anymore. Like, it's, for me, when I start, it's just a poison to me. Like, I feel like my brain is being poisoned and conditioned every time I look at numbers, every time I read a bunch of garbage. So I just don't look at any of it. That being said, I've also been taking a slight break from reading and responding to comments on like TikTok and YouTube. That being said, I'm not taking an indefinite break. In like the next week, I'm going to get back to reading and responding to the YouTube comments and, you know, some of the TikTok comments. So still do leave comments. I will see them eventually. It's just that I'm going to be honest. The reason I haven't been responding to comments lately or hearting them as much is because I've just needed to take a break from my own mental sanity of like needing to get away from everything and detaching. And honestly, it's really hard for me to even want to step back into it. That being said, the YouTube comments and the TikTok comments are definite. I'm going to get back to reading and replying to those, and I'm going to catch up on everything. I know I've missed a lot in the last week. I promise you guys, I'm going to catch up on everything. I'm going to read through everything. I'm going to heart everything, and we're going to get back in the swing of things there. But just in terms of everything else, man, it has been so freeing. Like, literally, I'm outside right now, and my brain feels so clear for once. Like, usually when I'm out here, I'm like playing with my hair. I'm still playing with my hair because I'm like an emo boy. But like my brain doesn't feel so scattered anymore. You know, I'd be out here and I'm like, oh, what was I saying? I know I just had a what was I saying moment over there. But, you know, I felt like words were just coming out of my mouth and I didn't even know how to articulate them. Right now I'm outside and I actually feel like I'm alive right now. Like, I feel like I'm living life again. It's crazy, dude. When you step out of that echo chamber and when you aren't living in the scroll cycle all the time, dude, you feel more real. And it's been crazy because, like, you know, obviously I suffer with derealization, which means like I always kind of feel like I'm living in a dream. But like when I'm in that echo chamber, man, and like just scrolling through all this stuff, man, it makes me feel even worse. And I feel like that's part of why I got depressed after the Black Ops 7 beta, because I spent so much time online, man. I was reading so much stuff. I was creating so much content. I was streaming like crazy, reading all this stuff, and, you know, just going back and forth and all these internet debates, and it like eroded my mental health, man. I felt terrible. I really did, man. But like the sun's rising, I just feel good. like I can do a little like ballerina spin right now, man. Like I'm just feeling good. So, you know, I know this video is gonna go for a little bit yet. I'm just in a bit of a ramble mood. Look, these backyard vlogs, I make these for me. I'm gonna be honest, these videos are selfish. I make these for me, and they're also for anybody else. It's like, hey, if you want to hear some random dude walk around in his backyard going all willy-nilly and rambling about stuff, well, then there you go. You can sit here and listen to me just run my mouth. But, you know, like, so it's a very niche video as is. But no, man, seriously, it's done wonders for me. And also beyond all that, I've been spending so much time just doing stuff that I want to do. Well, actually, that's a complete lie. I've been working a lot lately, but in the time that I'm not working, because I've been talking about that lately, where like I've been working so much because I want to move here soon within the next, you know, like year or two, and still got to figure that out, trying to save up money, got other things coming up like the holidays and whatnot. So I'm really just trying to be selective with like where I spend my money, etc. But, you know, when I'm not working and the little time I do have for myself, unfortunately, I haven't gotten to game a whole lot lately, which is really pissing me off, because that's like one of my main pillars in life. That's like one of the main things that makes me happy. And I just haven't gotten to do it as much because of the holidays, because of work and whatnot. But I've also just been doing other things, right? Like I've been working on another album, and this is an album that I'm actually happy to make. It's called Cycle of Pain. It's like a 2000 style like alt rock record. I had a lot of turmoil the last couple days. My Ibanez Geo that I've had for like 7 years is biting the dust. There's just too many things wrong with it. I'd have to completely disassemble it, solder a couple things, and at this point, to get everything I would need to fix it and to actually fix it, it would cost what the guitar is worth at this point. So I'm just getting a new one. I got my eyes on a new black and red. I'm gonna get that, but I also have an older guitar that it's kind of a budget thing, but I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get that Ibanez, because again, it's like $220 freaking dollars. Not expensive in the guitar world, but definitely it's one of those things where I can afford it right now, but I don't know if I should afford it. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, okay, I can buy this, but what if something else comes up and I regret that? So that's why I'm kind of holding off for a minute, just in case, just to be safe. But yeah, so I have this other guitar from back in the day from when I was like 14, and it still sounds fine. It sounds fine. It'll work. Is it good enough for a record? That's questionable. I mean, once I EQ it and clean it up, it'll be fine. But yeah, that poor boy's gonna need some help. But it's been. Y'all just see my primal instincts kick in right there? I heard something. I was like, I love how humans have that primal brain of like, hear noise, stop and stare. Oh my god, it's my mom. I thought I was gonna see a gecko. I saw a whole ass person. Oh my god. Do you want to yell hi?
Hi.
Okay, so my mom's fixing the AC unit or draining it because
Every day I gotta do it.
yeah, every day she has to do it. This dude, I almost had a heart attack. I almost didn't make it to my next birthday. You almost killed me, man. Oh my god.
It's gonna be loud for a second.
It's gonna be loud for that's fine. I'll go over here. Oh my. Anyway, yeah, so she's draining this AC unit because our AC gets so flooded or like overfilled or something. So yeah, you can hear it going to work. Oh my god. I need a minute. Dude. I put my head around the corner and I just saw her standing there. At first I thought it was like another person. I was about to like fight, bro. I was getting ready for like, who the heck are you? Oh my gosh. Anyway. What the heck was I talking about? So is that guitar good enough for a record? Like, I don't know. That's debatable. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm just going to make do with what I got. Like, even if it doesn't sound the greatest, even if it doesn't sound like an Ibanez, if it's good enough to record, if it's good enough to play notes, I think I'm just going to make do with what I got, make the dang record. And then maybe like a year down the line, I'll make like a remastered version of it and just market it as like, the intended way to hear this album, you know what I mean? And then make like a deluxe version and pump out a couple extra songs with it or something. Because I really do want to get this record out as soon as possible. And I don't think I have time to wait around to get an Ibanez before then. So I think I'll just use what I got because I have so much good stuff written, man. I have half the album done already. I've been working on it for a week and this is what I've been saying where I've been able to pour more time into what I love. And it's already halfway done. I got the lyrics, I got the drums, I got the guitars, I got the bass, like everything is arranged. It sounds amazing too. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started on it and just make do with what I got because I really do think it's special and I want to get it out sooner than later. And worst comes to worst, I'll just do like a remastered version down the line, give you guys the intended way it was meant to be heard or something, and then like also work on other records down the line. Okay, I think the AC is done, so we can go back over here. I like standing over here more because over here there's like, I don't know, little gaps in the fence, little cats like to run in and whatnot. I have that one cat Shadow that I like, but I don't know if, you know, if any other animals would get in here that don't have good intentions, don't necessarily want to deal with that. But anyway, yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with all this at this point. So yeah, TLDR, I found the true key to happiness, or I found the true way to achieve happiness, at least, you know, for me personally. And that really was as simple as turning off the phone, getting off the internet, stopping the scrolling, stop engaging with all the nonsense. And yeah, you know, like I said, I'll be back to replying to YouTube comments and TikTok comments and all this before too long. It's just I needed to do something for me for once and take a little break from reading all that stuff. Like I said, obviously I'm still here making content, still going to be active as ever in that regard, but yeah, man. And you know, it's not anything against like the people with good intentions in my comment sections, because I read a lot of nice stuff, very often, but it's just a lot of the garbage. You know, you see a lot of like garbage online, and it's not that it affects me personally. Like, people can say anything they want to me and it'll never affect me personally, but I also do believe that what you take in and what you read does also affect you to a certain extent, because the more you read that garbage, I mean, it's just more garbage entering your brain that isn't meant to be there. So even if it doesn't affect me, even if it doesn't offend me, it's still garbage entering my brain. It's like, okay, just because, like, let me give you this perspective. Just because you eat one Twinkie when you have a normally healthy diet doesn't mean you're going to become obese. But the more Twinkies you eat, the more obese you'll probably become. So, you know, and I'm not trying to be offensive with that. You know, I know somebody's probably gonna try to be stupid and cancel me over that, but it's like you get the thing that I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with being obese. There's nothing wrong with Twinkies. It's just an analogy. Isn't that sad that we live in a state of the internet where I need to like over apologize for it? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't even apologize. If you get offended over that, you're probably just stupid. Freaking snowflakes, man. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I've done enough yappage for one day. So yeah, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for a special video that's being sponsored, not by a company, but by a fellow streamer. And you know, you guys will know what I mean when you know what I mean tomorrow. So yep, that's about it. I'm gonna go inside, turn my phone off, get this video uploaded, and then probably play some guitar, finish my work for the day, and just keep working on this album. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. All right, anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all you in the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out, thank you to all in the big ball tier, the Last King, and Big Dynamite, and the biggest shout out, thank you to all in the G tier, Runner Vengeance, and Lucius. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Go on, you the ducky, arigatou gozaimasu. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.